Before watching this video, it is recommended that you watch our video about the Overlords. In that video, we concluded that the Apothicon Elder Gods, or Overlords, are ancient and primordial entities, unlike the rest of the Apothicons we see in the games. And by the end of Revelations, the Overlords still exist formless in the Dark Aether. In fact, by the end of Togdur Toten, these entities still roam the realm beneath creation. Moving on to the Dark Aether story, in Die Maschine, we were introduced to a giant creature of some kind, stalking us from the woods. We quickly learned that there were more of these creatures, and that they were worshipped by residents of the Dark Aether. In Firebase Z, these behemoths were finally revealed to us by name as the Ordas. Giant monstrosities that seemed to roam the landscape of the Dark Aether, composed of the corpses of fallen humans. But where do they originate from? It should be noted that in his journal entries, the stranger, Zykov, uses the word Overlords and Elder Gods to describe the Ordas. There is talk here that one of the Overlords is hunting the rest, and heard one call them Elder Gods. Both of these words have also been used to refer to the Apothicon Great Ones. Yet, they look so vastly different to the Ordas we encounter in the Dark Aether story, so how could they be the same? The Apothicon Overlords were never really confined to any physical shape. The Dark Aether is beneath creation, which means that the realm doesn't possess any matter. These Apothicon entities likely didn't possess any physical shape at first, so the only times we physically encountered an Overlord are when they have re-entered creation, in Revelations, where they have entered Agartha and are shooting 115 through portals, the monster that's in the distance in Zetsubo no Shima, the Apothicon corpse that's at the bottom of the ocean in Togdur Toten, and the giant cephalopod that appears in the sky in Shadows of Evil. Keep in mind that ever since the ending of Togdur Toten, the Dark Aether is no longer non-physical. By using the Agarthan device to destroy the Aether, matter from many different dimensions got banished to the Eternal Void, almost like a landfill of different realms. The banished Elder Gods saw this as an opportunity to become physical within their own realm, and thereby increase their abilities and power. The Dark Aether now becomes a true ecosystem, a landscape with creatures following the laws of nature with a hierarchy, and at the top are the Elder Gods, the original Apothicons. In Mauer der Toten, another document written by Zykov is found, stating, "Since my arrival here, I have gradually come to understand there is a balance of power among the creatures of this realm. While most of us are consumed with day-to-day survival, the ones at the top of the food chain gather armies of followers and vie for supremacy. These are huge, obscenely powerful entities. I believe their competition goes back eons. But there is one of these Elder Gods I fear above the rest." With this, of course, Zykov refers to the Forsaken One, the greatest and most powerful of all, even hunting the other Elder Gods. Member Silas Blackfire on the COD's Discord proposed the idea that the Elder Gods may trick people into believing that they are some kind of traditional god, like Chernobog in Poland, or Kuei-Lua in Vietnam, similar to how the Shadow Man tricked people into performing Apothicon rituals. These rituals may also be performed by mindless undead, their own dead bodies becoming sacrificed to become components of the Elder God's new vessel, the Ordas. One massive body lacking any recognizable organs, merely using corpses as components of the larger being. The Ordas are acting under the Elder God's hive mind, all connected through its dark energy. In this new twisted reality that is the Dark Aether, the Elder Gods didn't merely survive, they thrived.